So now that we're back at the church, we can finally discover what is in Father Matthew's sneaky little drawer.
In the house of God.
In the house of the Lord.
Just go up the stairs.
That looked like a room up to you.
Well, it isn't that. Yeah, it might be the attic.
I know it's very dark in the video, but
It might be the attic.
now how did we get up to the attic? That's a different question, because here it's all...
It's probably one of the locked rooms. Try the thing.
What was it, 0318?
Yes.
Damn, this thing has a satisfying unlocking sound. Brooks. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda and Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. So that's the the grave we saw. That was like a lonesome cross. We had mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whenever they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord through the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could forget everything. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. Wait. Where's...
I was gonna say try 032895 on the thingy if it's a date of death rather than date of birth.
Wait, where was that?
Or what are you looking for? What is going through your mind right now?
Well, he's talking a lot about Father Calvin.
Yeah.
So, possibly something to do with him? So, do we know when he died?
Calvin. He would be
I
buried
think we
in the
need...
cemetery.
Yeah. So I think we need to see the grave. 'Cause, I mean, it should stay there, right? That's what gravestones do.
Usually. What do you think about Father Calvin?
So my thoughts on Father Calvin. I think he had a little something for Sophia. She clearly visited the orphanage. Or, not the orphanage, the church. No, it was the orphanage, wasn't it? I've changed this code the day you first came to the orphanage. So, she was clearly there. So it's the orphanage. I think he and Sophia are somehow connected. But Sophia was also known by other people. Which, the whole like, oh, did they kill her thing? If you get what I mean?
Yeah. I getcha. I mean...
What about you? What do you think?
About Sophia?
Yeah, well, their connection, I suppose.
I would say that... Oh, this is the grave.
Ah.
Can you look on the cross? Is there anything on the cross? No.
No, it's bare. So we need to somehow.
12/7/84.
I'd say when he was born.
Maybe. Well, you have the picture anyway. Well, I mean, with Sophia, I still think that she is Andrew's wife, who then left him.
What for Father Matthew?
You know, rumors got out. He probably went into a drunken rage and killed her.
Set the house on fire. So what was it? I think it was 1902 and October.
Yes,
So that's
October the 10th.
wait.
110. So 10. It was 24. No. It's 110. 1024.
December 24th.
October 24th. Yeah, 1102402. Try that.
110.
Dude,
What?
1024.
Hey, you're right. Gone.
Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Miss Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Miss Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th, 1975, to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, and that she had to stay in Painscreek Hospital for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Miss Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that Miss Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with her driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Miss Roberts' untimely death. You see, Miss Roberts had a heart condition, and it had been afflicting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her. All she needed was to rest as much as she could, and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Miss Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Miss Roberts back home, no. Definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son, Charles, wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Miss Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Miss Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position, and I am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I am trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden.
So, wait, that's all that's in there. Okay. I see. There was nothing else in there, was there? Oh. No, just the diary. So, the plot thickens. We have connected Sophia to the mansion and Charles.
Well, I told you she was a maid, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to believe me.
Well, you know. Yeah, you know. So, the plot thickens. I think it might be time for the mansion.
The mansion.
What do you say? Should we head to the mansion?
I mean, I guess we don't have any other choice. We have exhausted all other possible leads. Their affair happened on the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day. Um, 1976.
Doesn't say.
Well, no, it doesn't say here. But remember that on Matthew's happy birthday letter, it says that this is your 6th year of leaving Painscreek, and it was dated the 14th of February 1982. Now, simple math deducts 6 minus 82, which is 76. So it means that a year after Grandma Roberts came to the house, Charles had the affair.
It seems so.
That Trisha was born in 1975. Her mother got hospitalized for, I presume, a year, in which time Charles and Sophia had said affair, and she left.
That could indeed be it.
And she was replaced by Dorothy.
Let's try an angle. An angle photo. Angle photo. That's what I meant to say. So, where did she die? Oh. Is it here? No. So she died in front of her mansion, right? Is there any spots or anything?
No, her body was just dragged in front of the gate, mansion gate. So technically it's outside of this area.
Hmm. Well, this is quite the mansion.
I would have explored the outside first.
Okay. I'll leave this.
Casino, garden keys, and other stuff. Although, shouldn't, what's his face, Andrew, have keys on him, or at least at the house?
Yeah, but you saw we found nothing.
Yeah,
Okay, locked.
Is that a person in there?
Where? Where?
No. Okay.
I suppose a lot of these could look like people. Padlock.
Give me a sec. 8831. Although I doubt it.
Oh! You alright? Oliver, from the photo lab, borrowed the shovel and a wrench. Andrew. P.S. We have extras, so I told him you could keep the tools until he was done with them. Okay, so this confirms Andrew has the shovel and wrench. Mansion room key, attic. Um,
Wait, hold on. Um, what is this, a rook?
yes. I suppose it's a rook?
Wait, is it? Yeah, that's a 1.
Based by its size, no,
No, it's
it's a
queen.
knight. Because look at the size of it. It's bigger than the.
No, it's a queen, isn't it?
No, it's not. The queen would have a symbol. This is
Would
a
it?
this is a horse. Well,
No,
so
this isn't a horse. I can tell you that for sure.
no, not a horse. You know the runners. What are they called?
No.
I can play chess. I just forgot what the dudes were called.
No, they're not pawns. It's not a pawn. It's either a queen or a rook. Well, okay. And the other one is a...
So it's number 1. Just remember that. The other one's
yeah,
the cannon or the tower. It's number 7.
okay.
And the key. Treasure.
Drawer.
Read.
I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we are secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work at the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I surprised that he's a very humble person. I presume that's I'm surprised. Despite our age difference, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor, that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. Fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today.
So we got the keys to the attic and Trisha's room.
Drawer.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, but you can't have a whole room in a drawer.
Details. It's time to check inside.
Oh no. Okay. Jackal and Lewis. Oh, Jackson and Lewis. Influential citizen.
Interesting. Closed. Oh, we also have the code for the video room, don't we?
For the security room.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, the video room?
Boot to the church and Saturdays. Please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. Okay, so this is another clue that the key to the church is in the flower pot. Oh. No, pick it up. A
It's a
mansion.
mansion room.
Candles, table sheets, baking powder, eggs, strawberries. Okay.
So what I don't understand is that these people have lived here for quite some time, right?
Yeah.
And so they were packing up to leave.
But then they never really left, or they just left their stuff. I mean, I know what you mean. It sounds weird and suspicious. Drowned in vehicle at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lane.
Like,
Yeah, like,
you said lane.
wow, like, sorry, can't read anymore.
I know. I'm tired as well.
A burgundy car was found at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake yesterday afternoon. A swimmer who chose to remain anonymous said he was diving in the lake when he saw what appeared to be a red car glittering at the bottom of the lake. He swam towards the vehicle and was shocked to see a body in the driver's seat. He quickly called the police. 3 hours later, the vehicle was pulled out of the lake and the body was identified as Dr. Henry Johnson. Based on the police reports, the body's been in the water between 10 and 15 days. Painscreek Community Hospital confirmed that Dr. Johnson last checked in on June 28, 1995. Hospital staff assumed he had left Painscreek for business purposes, which Dr. Johnson was known to do rather privately. No missing persons report. So, dear Mrs. Roberts, on behalf of Jackson and Lewis, we would like to thank you for appointing us to be Painscreek Community Hospital's medical provider. With your husband, Mr. Charles Roberts, running for mayor, some might consider this partnership to be solely for the benefit of his status. On the contrary, it also greatly benefits us, as your supporting funds allow us to continue our research and assisting our elderly patients. Details of the contract will be sent over shortly. Please go through the papers, have them signed, and return to us by the end of the week. Thank you. Eric W. Campbell. Robert's family.
So, wait. Hold on.
What?
Look at the picture. Well, they all have creepy eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So that's Trisha, right?
Well, that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know what? We're just gonna keep this one closed, okay? I don't trust this. So that was fascinating. Mary Martinez. I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been here for a long time, some as long as 30 years. Dorothy's probably the oldest maid here. She is really nice and is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's serious. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other. However, they are perfect when it comes to attending Charles's and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they are in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much either, even when they are both at home. They don't seem happy. What is going on? Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. I thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind to it and work really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer. It's been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps me with financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Scott told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome. If only he wasn't taken. Oh, laundry duty today. Clean out the attic, water the plants, book Mrs. Roberts' appointment, wash the windows.
Who is M?
So, Mary Martinez.
Oh, maybe. Um,
What?
well, we might have a possible motive for killing Vivian.
Which is?
Well, she used to be poor, right? But then
So,
became a successful businesswoman.
yeah, so, money motivation? I think it's more than that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, it's not that key.
I understand that it's that's dark. That's creepy. How about you turn on the light?
Hey, good shot.
Oh look, another fucking diary.
Got everyone journals in this town. Oh, Charles.
Oh, this is Charles.
We went hunting this afternoon. Scott's quite a fast learner and has good manners too. I told him to call me Charles, but he kept saying it's more appropriate to call me Mr. Roberts. He almost got the deer on a second try. If he keeps this up, I'll take him over Bernard as my hunting partner. Trisha's been obvious in her interests. He's a good-looking young man and respectful to others. I don't mind his status. There's nothing wrong with him being an orphan. If there is, it's the parents' fault. I know that Trisha fancies him. I've grown to like him too. Today's mom's death anniversary. It's been 18 years since she passed away. I paid my respects at her tombstone. Vivian wasn't feeling well and chose not to come, so I asked Scott to accompany me. He brought fresh lilies. He said lilies suggested the soul of the deceased has returned to a peaceful state. Sometimes I feel like he's a son to me. Now that I think about it, Vivian is always getting sick during this time of the year. I knew our relationship would not be as close as we had it, but ever since Vivian discovered my affair, she hasn't been the same. She once joked to her friends during the dinner that all politicians are alike, and as a politician's wife, she has learned to close one eye. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I think it was because of Trisha that she didn't leave me. She's a good wife and a good mother. I'm grateful for that. So, Charles had an affair. Vivian knew about it. He seems to like Scott.
Everyone seems to like Scott. Jesus, it's Kofetarza. No, not her. In the other room.
What, that? No.
No, okay.
No, it was.
Oh no. At a quick glance, I thought it was.
Mona Lisa copy. Nice. What are the paintings? Landscape. I see. She looks familiar, although I cannot name her. This looks more like Van Gogh, slightly,
It is
in
probably.
his painting style. What is this, Heidi? And this is... Cool. Time for the rest of the house. Up the stairs we go.
So he was well liked by everyone.
Seems so. So the fact that he got
Although,
accused of. Oh, that's a key. Charles, Derek, Trish, Vivian. Empty. So we got yet another key. Oh, let's attempt it.
try the other one.
Oh wait, this is a house entrance key. No. So wait, this is a house entrance key, it said. And it was found in Bernard's.
Bernard's.
Do we know where he lives?
He was a butler.
Yeah, but
He lives in the house.
room key and time still left the key in the kitchen drawer. Sorry about that. It's a servant's room key. So, this?
Mhm.
Yes. I need to report Scott to Bernard. His suspicious acts are getting out of hand. Today I saw him peeking into Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room from the window. He's been told many times now not to do this. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? She, more than anybody in this town, doesn't deserve to be attacked by these faithless cowards. These people cannot see the positive impact she has made for this community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. Oh, and the diary. Who is this? Oh, Mary again. Read it.
I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with his mum until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I have never talked to him that much. It felt quite nice talking with him rather than relaxing. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand, so he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known that he was left-handed? Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she has her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She will be 60 this year. I think I should help her. P.S. The address is 40 Black Pine Road. Trisha and Vivian had an argument. Vivian is thinking to send Trisha to college. Trisha wants to be with Scott. She is not thinking straight. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click as he was leaving the gallery. I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure that he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what he was so entranced by. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. There will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She will be officially 21 years old. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They called it their secret hideout. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha and Scott. Should I tell her about it? Dr. Johnson is dead. He was the head of Painscreek Community Hospital, as well as Robert's family's doctor. The police came by and asked if he was willing to go down the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted their request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Mr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident.
So, the painting.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that there's something, well, behind the painting or whatever. There was a click to it, they said. So we will go and see that. Right after we look at these things. Outside, nothing. Still honors the lives of coal miner workers. So these are the coal miners that Vivian had supported. Eastern grown Slovenian wine.
Was this made by Slovenians?
Probably. Wow.
If it's not Da Vinci, it's not the best.
Jesus. Oh, did you spend a lot on wine?
Oh, there's a letter.
Oh, nice spot. I'm sorry, Thomas. I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently, we are missing a case of Da Vinci. Please don't tell Mrs. Roberts. Well, it's outside the fucking thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Wine for days. Okay. So this is the same list as before.
The key might open Dorothy's house.
It might. You should definitely go check it out. Wait. This doesn't work? Oh no, it's too big.
There's a note back
Oh.
on the...
Tea schedule. Tea times 3:30, 3:20 on the dot. Cold line cups are for guests. Use half cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never drip unless she calls for you. Cool. Right, so... Oh, door. What was the door number? 025241.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so tea room. Nanny room. Trisha's room. Jesus. Finally, we are at the security room.